Unlit towers in the vicinity. Check local NOTAMs for locations. Advise on initial.
Test.
Information. Quebec.
Jack. Mic check.
Dude, you got a frickin' nightmare with all the all your cables. Sorry.
Oh yeah. It'll be worth it, trust me.
I'm fixing it. Look at this. I'm a genius.
That you are.
Alright, look at that. Cable management.
Alright, we got negative ATIS. It's 53 past the hour, so that makes sense. Ready to call him?
Let's pay it. Let's... Anything straight ahead of us? No, because we just passed a big log off our left.
Oh, really? I
not
didn't
a
even
big-
see it. I'm sorry.
Alright, so we'll say we're negative ATIS. And I don't know if you looked at the departures or anything.
Washington 1 West Channel, something.
Washington 1 East Channel. But before we do that, we need to do a run-up.
For beef, that's Bruce, sir, and kind of
Engine run-up throttle, 1800, should I do it?
Yeah, just go ahead.
We'll go down to altitude.
1800, make sure we're tracking straight.
Or 43.
We're off to the right, heading right.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, so there's 1800 mags.
Red now, altimeter 29er.
Carburetor heat, moving on. See a drop in RPM. Let's see. Propeller cycle. I feel the speed up every time we do that. Propeller cycle instruments check idles, confirm smooth instruments. Oil pressure, oil temperature. Man,
So
oil pressure.
yeah, let's bring that idle. Let's bring it back to idle. There we go.
All the way to idle.
And let's close the window. You have long arms. You can just come out there. Now just pull. Yeah, pull in the middle of the window next time.
Just 20559er.
And I'm going to keep the door open until we take off, just for some airflow.
Clear for the option 559.
Are we ready then?
The other thing is the air vents. We want to make sure those are open. Those are down by your knees. There's knobs like a Mears airplane.
I don't know. Right here?
Yeah, what you just touched. Go ahead and pull it.
This?
Or push it. If you can pull it, it's the heater.
That's the heater then.
Yeah.
This down here?
Yeah,
air
push
vent,
it.
Push on.
And there should be one on the other side too. I have the flight controls, by the way.
You have the flight controls.
There should be, yeah, the other one's kind of a pain in the ass.
There we go. Got it. Okay. Total 800 RPM before takeoff. Trim to takeoff. Trim
In the middle.
all the windows down.
So Alex, your flow for takeoff and landing is left to right, and you're going to go trim.
Trim?
To the carb heat, flaps, and then you go across the dash. The dash, right? So you're going to go mixture full rich, prop full forward, and then as you come to the right, the last thing is the water rudders.
Water rudders.
Okay, so you start at the left, then trim, carb heat, yeah,
carb heat, mixture,
prop,
water rudders.
yes.
Where are my water rudders?
You see the, yeah, don't put it up now yet, but just get it so you can grab it.
Yep.
Okay, so let's call for a Washington 1 West Channel departure. I'll close the door when we're ready. One thing before you call, Alex, these little guys that close, these come loose, especially your window. That will come loose, and the door locks will come loose. Okay, so just periodically take a look at them.
Okay. All right, ready?
Yep.
Brighton Tower, float plane 186 Alpha Charlie is on the water for Washington 1 West Channel, negative ATIS.
Seaplane 186 Alpha Charlie Red Tower, your radio is a little intermittent there on your Washington 1 West departure, is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir. Washington 1 West departure, 186 Alpha Charlie.
186 Alpha Charlie Roger, report off the water, wind at the airport 270 at 14, altimeter 2990.
2990, thanks for the winds, we'll pour out the water, 86 Alpha Charlie.
All right, so we gotta close your door lock up there. Do your flow check. We should have 3 notches of flaps. Okay.
So it's 1, 2, 3.
I'm going to be heavy on the controls with you, okay?
Yes.
All right, so we're not going to hit anything. Water rudders come up.
Water rudders are coming up.
Pick a takeoff line. Let's use the big building, okay?
Okay.
So slowly add full power. Okay, there's the first rise. There's the second rise. A little bit of forward pressure. A little bit more forward pressure.
Off the
Right
left
there.
of the plane departing to the northwest at the west.
Just wait for the airplane to lift off.
559.
There we go. And you're going to need a lot of trim.
Tower 9, we Alpha, hold it short, 34. Just 96 for Julie Alpha, wind tower. Make east channel departure, runway 34 for...
And as soon as you can, we'll go power
24, 963,
24 inches and then the prop back to 25.
24 inches right there. Then prop back to 25.
6 Alpha Charlie off the water.
Is that you that just called?
6 Alpha Charlie, thank you, report I-90 bridge northbound, please.
6 Alpha Charlie. All right, that's climb power. So let's climb up, I don't know, 500 or 600. Doesn't need to be too much.
Okay.
Just kind of get used to the rudder inputs. It needs a lot of rudder.
Oh god, yeah, my flow is just not there yet.
And also take off flaps. We can reduce those to 0. There we go. Flaps all the way up. I was trying to call off the water, but yeah, it was foobar.
This thing's loud.
It's loud. All right.
Oh, we're gonna level off here. Cruise power 2222.
23 squared.
We'll level off here. No.
Tower 20559, requesting full stop. This is 20559, runway 34, clear to land. 34, clear to land, thanks, 559.
Dude, this is so cool. Oh my god. This is unbelievable. Wow. I just need a lot of forward pressure there on the,
Yeah, go ahead and trim it off.
No, not now.
Well, yeah, now too, but yeah. During the takeoff, you're going to have to almost hold, especially because I'm about 20 pounds heavier than you.
Yeah.
Which isn't much, but a
A lot of forward pressure.
But you saw how we don't rotate. Good job not rotating. Most people, they just automatically want to rotate. So you just set your pitch attitude, and then you let it fly itself off the water.
Yep. Believe it or not, I learned. Yeah, I still need a bit of nose down trim there. All right, we're gonna make a left turn.
Yeah, just
over to
keep
I-90.
yourself in the middle of the channel here. And we'll go north of 520, and we'll do a little bit of air work first, so you can get used to the airplane.
Yes.
Number 186 Alpha Charlie, give me your target now, but no transponder.
Oh, we got to turn the transponder on there. Tell them we're recycling it.
Alpha Charlie, recycle transponder. How do we read now?
186 Alpha Charlie, still primary target on there.
Tower standby.
Yeah,
I just told him to stand by. So.
Yeah.
Whoopsies. Oh, it was off because it was in maintenance, so probably should have checked that before.
Well, we turned it off because it's not. We don't have an avionics master, so we turned it off when we were coming into land. We turned the transponder and radio off.
Still need more nose down trim. So fly itself. 2324 is my cruise power setting.
So when you're going from full takeoff power to climb power, that's about 8 turns on the prop, and then going from 25.
590, a left turn at Alpha 5, coming ground 121.6, your afternoon.
Let's turn him down, yeah.
This thing is...
Going from 25 to 23 is at about another 10 turns. So that's kind of a, your quick and dirty way of getting your power settings.
Sounds good. I'm going to call him.
Okay.
Tower 86 Alpha Charlie is at the I-90 bridge.
400 feet.
Dude, this radio's way worse than it was before it went into maintenance.
Yeah, this is pretty bad.
All right, let's go ahead and climb up to, I think we're still under the Bravo shelf.
Delta, and yes, we still are.
Yeah, so let's go to 122.9. And let's go up to 50. Or we can do a slow climb to 2,000 as long as we don't get to 2,000 before I-90, or 540.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Need more rudder. I think something came off the cowling when we took off. Like a screw or something just went hit the windshield.
Could have happened. Or it was water.
Alright, Bravo awareness. We are climbing through 700, so we got...
Yeah, we should probably...
Yeah. We'll be just fine.
It's fun though, isn't it?
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's a little bit windy, so if you look straight down, left or right, you see the white caps forming?
Yeah, so that's 12 to 15.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. It's at least 12 knots. And all these barges that are buoyed, you see how they're all pointing the same way? They're all pointing northeast, or are generally north. So that you can kind of tell where the wind's coming from on this side of the lake.
Oh yeah. Alright, there's a 1,000. I should probably get this out of the window, huh?
Yeah. I generally leave it in dispatch.
Oh really?
We don't need it.
Don't say that out loud.
No, you can edit that part out.
I won't. We're going up to Kenmore?
No, we'll just head up towards downtown Kirkland over here.
Alright, making a right turn, clear right.
Clear, right? And we'll just climb up and maybe do some steep turns. Now this thing stalls wicked.
Oh shit.
So if we're going to do stalls, we're going to go to Lake Sammamish and get up to at least 3,000 feet. Because this thing will absolutely snap on you. I don't know if I want to do it with full fuel like we're doing, so...
Alright, let's not do that.
That might be less than 2. So we'll do... we can do some slow flight, though. And some steep turns.
Yeah, I'm anxious to do steep turns.
Yeah, a lot more rudder inputs.
Shit. Alright, we're coming up on 1,500. Almost like we're a real airplane now.
I know. Let's go ahead and switch to 122.7.
5?
No, 122.7 is Kenmore. So if those guys are out here, we'll take a listen. Yeah, look at how bad the water looks right below us. It looks really windy.
Yep. I can feel us crabbing.
So actually, if you want, we can just continue climbing towards Lake Sammamish. Because this water doesn't look very good. We'll,
Alright, clear right.
clear right. We'll see if Lake Sammamish looks any better.
Do I lean it out or no?
You could. It would like that, I think, because it never gets to get lean.
The plugs are just black.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man, alright, 2,000 feet. We'll level up here. Alright, you want 23, 24, manifold pressure will rise.
You can go 23 squared. Oh, keep the noise down a little bit. And once we get over Lake Sammamish, you can go back to .9. That's Lake Sammamish traffic.
No practice area frequency?
No, because we're staying over the water. If we're going to go out in the practice area, then yeah, I'll switch to the practice area. I want to be able to talk with the other seaplanes that are on the lake. All right, once we get over the water, let's do a clearing turn, and we'll get set up for slow flight.
Clear left.
Where are you going to drop those jumpers at?
Hey Tom. Hey, you up, Tom? Dude, Chris and I were up flying, and we called the practice area, and Tom and Bill were on there. I was like, hey Tom, what's your true? He's like, oh, and actually Tom came back.
At what airfield?
And he's like, oh yeah, I'm going about 85, about 89 along the ground now. Who's that calling me?
This is Bill.
I was like, this is Larry, and he's like, oh, I have no idea who you are.
That's so funny.
All right, clearing turn. Power setting should be about 23 squared.
Yeah,
For steep turns?
something like that.
Alright. Do I need to do a commercial standard?
No, we'll just do private standard for now. Just so you can get a feel.
Yeah. Commercial standards check ride, right?
Yeah, he's not going to make you do steep turns, though.
Oh, really? Okay, left rudder.
I just want you to do them just so you can get used to the pressures. Lake Sammamish traffic, Scout 186 Alpha Charlie is north of the lake maneuvering 2000, Lake Sammamish.
I can barely hear you in the side tone.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, shit. Need more rudder. Hey,
Don't let us stall.
Oh, I won't. I just need more rudder. Alright. There's... Alright, you want to do slow flight?
Yeah, let's do slow flight with 4 notches of flaps. Don't forget the car beat, too.
I'm going to turn towards Mount Rainier.
Okay.
Holy rudder, Batman.
Oh, yeah. Especially in slow flight. Push that prop up all the way.
It is.
Okay, good. I can't see shit, so.
Yeah, no, it's in all the way. Trust me. My rudder isn't, though.
There we go.
Alright, there's the bottom of the white. I got a little bit of a climb going. Take some of that power out.
Yep. And when you get yourself stabilized, we'll go ahead and try like a left-hand turn.
Shit. I don't need that much power. Alright, whatever. That's good enough.
Yeah, this thing with these short little wings, you got to be very careful. Because when it dumps the lift, it dumps the lift. I scared the shit out of someone doing this. All right, let's go back to the right.
Oh boy.
Yep.
That ball just goes.
Let's continue turning right to downtown. Okay.
Oh, too slow.
Yeah, you can feel it.
No. I don't want to get too slow, dude. You spook me.
And once you get to downtown, we'll go ahead and recover.
Oh, my rudder. Look at that. It goes all the way out. All right. So I'll go ahead and do that. All right. Recovery's complete.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's not. Now it's complete.
And the car beat.
And, yep, that probably should come in.
All right, so let's look at the water here. Let's kind of do like a left little turn here so we can take a look at the water. I see some wind streaks. So that means it's at least 8 knots. Where's the wind
wind
coming?
streaks?
It's like the cat paws. So it's not actual wind streaks, but yeah, you know what cat paws are? It's like you know when you're landing 1-6, like the areas of dark water. That's a cat paw. So it's an area of turbulence that you just want to stay away from. It's like wind shear.
Executive traffic Beaver 81 Lima I-5 bridge, climbing eastbound through 500.
So let's go ahead and descend on down to about 500 feet.
All right. I'm going to pull back to about 16 inches.
Yeah, or less than that. Bring it back into the non-governing range, yeah. Get the RPMs below 2,000, it'll really come down.
All right.
Why are you taking the power out of that much when you only need to lose 1,000 feet? There's an equation for that. What's your ground speed? How far away are you? How many feet do you need to lose?
Now I feel comfortable.
Okay.
I've been feel like I've been here before.
All right, so the water down here is white capping. So let's turn around. Let's survey the north.
Shit.
It'll get you.
Oh, that's fun.
Lake Sammamish traffic, 186 Alpha Charlie is over the water, 1000 northbound. Lake Sammamish.
Yeah, so you see all the, looking north over the water, you see all the,
traffic Beaver 81
you see all the areas of dark?
1,000 feet. Let's turn
The dark water versus the lighter, those are called cat paws. That's turbulence.
There's wind. Okay.
That's
got it.
wind shear. So it does not look ideal.
1,000 inbound to the north landing, way Union.
Let's go ahead and let's level off, and we'll just cruise up to the north end of the lake and see how that looks.
I pushed the prop all the way in like a dummy. I'll bring it back. God, this is fun.
Yeah, I did it so
You
much.
get paid to do this?
Yeah,
Shit.
and it's $50 an hour.
I know. That's why I need to get this rating in like yesterday.
So another thing, if you're confused about wind direction, let's say if the winds are fairly light, like today it's obvious, right? Yeah. All the streaking here, the way that the waves are perpendicular to the wind direction, it's very easy.
Yes.
But if it's not easy, you can look for sailboats or like those barges out there, or along the shoreline. There's all these homes that have flags.
Yeah.
Like if you look at them, that's an easy way to figure it out.
Right. I see the cat paws you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like these.
Yeah,
down there.
you want to avoid that. It's really not fun. Like,
Back lower bridge, middle north landing, way Union.
Oh my. Yeah, I can. I can definitely notice it now that you pointed it out.
Yeah. So
7 Mike Victor is 5 Bridge eastbound.
now, if you see that on the short final of 1.6, you know you're gonna be dropping like an elevator. So you can fly a high final.
So you're going around, is what you're telling me?
Yeah. Okay, I think we might have a lane here. Why don't you give me the flight controls?
You have the flight controls.
And you just stay on them with me, all right?
You have the flight controls.
Okay. So we're going to check the carb heat.
Now I can push the prop forward if you'd like.
Yeah. Wait till I get out of the governing range. Go ahead.
Prop's coming forward.
Prop for forward. Give me 1 notch of flaps. Flaps. 1. And I think what I'm going to do, normally what I do, come back to about 1500. Carb heat checks. We already did that. Now I'm just trying to line myself up with the wind here.
Getting traffic, Beaver 7 Mike Victor.
So go ahead, go second notch.
Flaps 2.
And we can go ahead and go third.
Flaps 3.
So I need to bump my power up a little bit.
I think the wind's a little bit more from the right. Or actually, I don't know.
We're not moving, so we're gonna come on down. Just flare. And then when we hit, you go power to idle.
And stick all the way back?
And no, you hold it on the step.
Hold it on this? Okay.
You wait for the airplane to come off the step, and then you go full back.
Got it. Okay.
All right. Now we can either put the ruders down or take off straight ahead.
It's up to you. What do you want to do?
We can just take off straight ahead. So let's make sure we go carb heat cold, trim.
Take off? Flaps should be 1, or sorry.
We'll do
1,
3.
2, 3.
And yeah, everything else checks out. Water rudders are up. We can go ahead and go. All right. So we'll pick that boat out there. You see him right up our nose?
Yes.
That's our takeoff line. All right. So full aft pressure.
I have the flight controls?
Your flight controls.
I have the flight controls. All right. Coming forward like this, full aft until we get up on the step.
There's the first rise. There's the second one.
Now we push forward,
Yeah,
correct?
a little bit more forward. More forward. More forward.
Bam forward, is that good?
Right there. Very good.
Oh, that was sick.
Now we can start taking the flaps out.
Flaps.
And then set power. For the climb.
That was 7 turns. You lied to me.
All right. Well, your turns are probably bigger than mine.
Oh my God.
All right, so let's get some altitude before we make our downwind turn here. We'll try that again.
Yes, we will. That was awesome. All right, trimming that out.
All right, there's a lot of turbulence down there on the water.
We'll push a little bit more manifold pressure in. Prop comes up just a hair more. Yeah. I think I can feel the step now.
I hope. Yeah. No, usually it takes 1 or 2 lessons, so you're feeling it really good.
All right, so
yeah, we can go ahead and turn. We'll do left traffic here.
left traffic.
And so now since we're flying a pattern when we're a beam, we'll just go, power, carb heat, flaps, prop.
I like where that's. I like what you just said right there.
And again, you can bring it back to about 1500 RPM, but you can always use more power if you want to get, extend your glide. So never be afraid of adding.
Yep.
And we want to land short of all this shit up here, so make sure you fly far enough downwind.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
So where those 2 boats are, that's going to be a good touchdown point.
Oh yeah. So we gotta really go out here.
Yeah.
Alright, so there's downwind. Alright, so we're beating those two
Yeah,
boats.
so you can go ahead and do your power reduction.
Repeat, prop.
And go first notch. You can go ahead and turn here. Because this thing, it glides like shit, so you can almost immediately turn. And then just use your power to adjust your rate of descent.
Roger. Oh god, my coordination is
Just foobarred.
yeah. Alright, second notch of flaps. And power's coming back further.
166 Tango.
We're at 700 feet on base.
ACU traffic, Beaver 81 Lima, Alki Point. Climbing north.
And we want to, don't reduce your power anymore, you just want to land with 1500. There you go.
Okay.
And we're pitching for about 70, 75 on final.
Are you helping me at all, or is this...
Absolutely not.
Oh, really? Okay.
My feet are on the rudders, but I'm not moving them.
Alright.
All right, so you see those cap pods
Oh,
here?
yeah, we're
so
not
we'll
landing
go
them.
past them, and if we need to add more power,
I'm going to.
as a general rule of thumb, I don't like to turn final lower than 200 feet. Oh, fuck, we got jet skis. All right. We're ready for a go-around if we have to.
Yes,
Good.
always. These cap pods in front of us? No.
No, this is just a wind streak.
All right, flaps full.
Flaps 3.
That's flaps 3 right there.
Yep.
Are we into the wind? No, we're not. Got to turn a little bit more to the left, but there's boats.
We're fine. Just keep the nose down. Don't get slow.
All right. Now I want to hold this pitch attitude right there.
Yeah, and just reduce the power just a tiny bit right there. Just hold it. Power to idle.
Power's idle.
And then hold. No, don't push forward. Just hold the step.
Yes.
There you go.
And then we're off it, comes back.
There we go. Very good. All right, let's put the water rudders down.
That was sick.
All right,
water
we'll
rudders
come to the right here a little bit so we can get a better takeoff line. So we're not going to run into that boat.
All right, now it wants to weather vane into the wind.
Oh yeah.
Now if I come forward here, will it tend to weather vane more or less with the stick?
It won't. It will do nothing. It just can put the nose a little bit lower.
Oh really?
Yeah. Let's unlock the door and I'll open it a little bit for some airflow.
Door's unlocked.
There we go. That's nice. All right, we can clean up a little bit. We can go carb heat and get the trim. And then I think we can go ahead and make our turn here and do your flow check.
Shit, remind me again. Carb heat.
So you start out with the trim, carb heat's cold,
Carb heat's cold.
mixture's in, the flaps are set.
Flaps are at 3.
Exactly. Flaps are at 3, all the knobs in, and then water rudders are coming up as you pick your takeoff line.
Alright, so I have it here. I have a tree out there.
All right.
Alright,
Ready?
ready?
Something just off our right, so come a little bit left. 1 degree. There you go. All right, here we go.
Okay. Power's coming forward.
Full power.
All the way back. We got the first rise.
There's the second one.
Now forward.
Like that. Forward, a little bit of back pressure. There we go.
Hold it there. And then it will. Coming back to climb power.
So that time you were just a little eager to push it onto the step, and that's why it porpoised a little bit. All right.
Okay.
So that movement should be a little bit slower. You made the right movement, but just make it a more calm, a more natural movement forward.
Okay. I was too eager.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like you're holding it back to that second rise, and then you're just like letting it come forward with a little bit of pressure. Go get the flaps out too.
Shit. Thank you. That, oh yeah, so I remember reading about that, because if you shove it too forward too early, yeah, the airplane's not ready to be on the steps, so it'll kind of... You have the flight controls? My flight controls, you have the flight controls. I'm going to drink a water here real quick.
Cedar traffic, Beaver 81 Lima is just west of Shieldstone Beaver, 1,000 feet. Right turn to the south, and we still have the Coast Guard helicopter in sight.
Alright, I got them. I got the flight controls?
Your flight controls.
I have flight controls.
So we can fly a tighter base, or the downwind, yeah. Just go ahead and turn it.
Helicopter 902 at Webster Point, westbound 800 Lake Union.
Lake Sammamish traffic, Scout 186 Alpha Charlie operating on the north end of the lake, 1,000 below Lake Sammamish.
Do I leave carbine on for approach or no?
You can either check it, or just keep it on. Either way.
Okay, I'm just going to check it. Alright, so I'm going to go, we're in the white, so 1 notch of flaps. I'm going to reduce power to 1500, and I'm going to start my base turn.
Yeah, we want to go a little bit farther west than we did last time because the cap positive have moved farther south.
Lake Union helicopter 902 at
So further this way?
Yeah. So we'll get on the west side, or the east side of the turbulence.
Alright, flaps 2. Want to pitch for about 75, 1500 RPM. Oh yeah, that looks like fun.
Yeah, so we'll just keep going.
You mean we want to move east?
Yeah, I said west first, and I said east again. Okay, because I'm dyslexic.
I see a lot of
Yeah, so let's
shit out there.
add your power.
Cedar traffic, Beaver 81
There we
Lima,
go.
Bay Marina, 1,000 feet eastbound.
I think there is a spot out there. Bunch of dudes.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I think I got a lane.
Yeah, I think I see this.
I'm going to fly this way.
Yep.
Alright, 1 more notch of flaps.
1 more notch of flaps, and then get our pitch attitude right. And
We're not pointing into the wind yet.
yeah.
Oh man, yeah, you're right. Turning final this low is spooky.
So now we'll reduce our power.
Hit that pitch
Yeah.
for about 75.
There you go.
And what I do, when I come down, raise the nose, hold that pitch attitude right there. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's a little bit high. There we go.
Alright,
And just hold that, go powered idle.
Hold that.
Then hold that pitch. And then when it gets ready, bring it all the way back. And then forward. And then back again. And then forward again. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. We're in some kind of heavier water, so let's just put the waters down. And we'll wait for the stuff to pass. This is created by that wake boat. Doesn't it get hot in this thing?
Open this up. Locks off.
It's ridiculous how hot it gets. So.
Oh,
What do you think?
this is fun as hell.
Traffic, Beaver 81.
Alright, we should probably go behind that boat.
Yeah.
As they're slowly making their way.
Mark's got you at 2, so we have 28 minutes left.
Yeah, we could probably do one more and then we'll head back.
Sounds good.
Or if you want, we can go up, head up towards Kenmore and see what that looks like, and then come on back down.
I want to do one more landing here. Then we'll get the Elmer at Renton.
Only thing that concerns me, it looks like the winds are picking up a little bit. So we'll see how this takeoff goes. But if it gets a little bit more windy, we might want to head for greener pastures. So let's do our flow check.
Trim. Carb peak cold. Mixture. Prop. Is that right?
Yeah, mixture, prop, flaps are set, water headers are the last thing. And we're gonna go right behind that boat.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
All right. So it comes up like so. We got right rudder. All right. So I'm not going to get eager and push it forward this time.
There you go. Be patient. A little bit more. Yeah. A little bit more. More forward pressure.
Got it.
There we go.
Hold on.
Right there. Right there. It's a bunch of dudes as well.
Oh, it's funny. Think we should do it again or go somewhere else?
I think I'm kind of feeling moving towards going somewhere else. I don't want to break it the first time out.
That's a excellent point. All right, so where to, Cap? We got traffic.
Yeah, we want to climb. Well, that's a bird.
No, it is.
We definitely don't want to hit it. We need to climb to at least 1,500 before we cross. So we're just going to do a climbing turn and get above this hawk.
Lake Union helicopter, none of those two.
I see him still.
Green elevators, full space middle on the Boeing 800 Lake Union.
Oh, he's going in for a kill. So let's just make a left turn back, or let's do a right turn, and we'll stay over the water as we climb.
Well, you want me to do a right 180?
Yeah. Dude, there's another eagle. You see him down here?
No.
Like really low, right over the grass?
Yeah.
He's gonna get something.
Oh, he's ill. And meanwhile, my airspeed is... the manifold pressure keeps dropping. Is that because the throttle is vibrating out or because we're climbing?
Probably both. All right, so let's climb at about 76. That's the best rate.
Raj. Yeah, the attitude indicator is
Almost useless.
no, it's completely useless. 5 degrees to the right is
Yeah, you shouldn't be looking at that thing at all anyways.
yeah, you're right. I just noticed it.
All right, you can make your turn here. We'll head back towards Renton. So we're going to want to join it downwind and then land to the north.
Is the radio on and I just can't hear it? 12695, or can we not pick it up?
Oh, these.
There it is.
North of the control tower, west of taxiway Alpha. Around the area, check. Notify location.
All we care about is the number, what ATIS it is.
Good afternoon.
afternoon. Renton Tower Information, Romeo, 1953 observation. Wind 280 at near.
All right, we got Romeo?
Okay, we got Romeo.
That's true.
Pipeline 714 Quebec Kilo, no little traffic observed. Have a good flight.
All right, we'll talk to you next week. Thanks a lot.
Cessna 963, Juliet Alpha, left turn Alpha 5, contact ground 121.6. Have a good day.
Turn here, contact 123.6. Thanks a lot, you too. Juliet Alpha.
Renton Tower, float plane 186 Alpha Charlie, West Lake Sammamish Romeo for landing on the water.
Float plane 186 Alpha Charlie, Renton Tower, roger. Would you like east channel direct or right downwind for water landing north?
Right downwind.
We'd like the right downwind, 8 Alpha Charlie. 6 Alpha Charlie. Yeah, I think this thing's vibrating out because we didn't change altitudes and it changed like...
Float plane 186 Alpha Charlie, Renton Tower, follow 405 southbound for the right downwind, runway 34, water landing north. I'll call your base turn for the water.
We'll follow 45 south and enter downwind. You'll call our base turn for the water, 6 Alpha Charlie.
So we're going to be kind of angled towards the west channel if the wind's 280.
Renton Tower, Colonel 513.
So I like to turn final and stay over the Cedar River.
Cardinal 5136, Renton Tower, make factorial
Okay,
arrival.
and
Report
then
to
kind of make my final turn there over the threshold.
I see.
Because if you lose anything, you're not making the water. Yeah, might as well put it in the Cedar River.
In the Cedar River? That would be sporty.
Oh yeah.
Alright, we gotta trim this baby out. I can never tell if you're touching the controls or if that's the wind.
It's the wind, man. I haven't. Literally, the only time I'm on them is takeoff and landing. A little bit. So that last takeoff, we were still. You waited. That time you waited too long. So go ahead and start that transition when you feel like you need to.
39er Sierra Papa,
Don't shove it forward. Make it a smooth transition. Okay. So you first rise, second rise, and then you start making that smooth transition to that forward pressure. Got it.
We're gonna do one more? Or no? Are we done?
By the time we land, yeah, we'll have to be done.
Shit. We flew a good amount though.
Yeah. I mean, the first flight's always just kind of get familiar with the airplane anyways.
Yeah, it doesn't even seem like takeoff, landing, or like anything away from the dock is even hard. It's just like getting it off and onto the dock, I think, is the hardest part.
Yeah, that's really hard. Like glassy water, or like confined area landing is going to be a little bit difficult. Step taxiing can take a little bit to get used to. All right, so here we really want to see what's going on with the water. Doesn't look too bad. It's definitely rough, so we're gonna land with more flaps. Probably 4 or 5 notches.
Okay.
5 is full flaps.
I'm gonna start my descent.
Okay. And usually he'll call your base about midfield.
Cessna 639er Sierra Papa, continue on the downwind. I'll call your base turn.
continue on the downwind, 690 Papa.
Seaplane 186 Alpha Charlie, midfield base turn is approved. Landing on the water will be at your own risk. Report on the water, wind 310 at 14, gusts 19er.
Oh boy. We'll make our turn at midfield and landing on the water is approved, 186 Alpha Charlie. Oh, I need a little bit more power. I'm gonna go flaps 1 right now. And make my turn.
Cessna 639 Sierra Papa, base turn approved. Runway 34, clear for the option.
Base turn approved, clear for the option, runway 34, 639 Sierra Papa.
Alright, so go ahead and start that turn and just fly just barely to the west of the Boeing building.
When tower check at the 6043 Mike.
You can reduce your power a little bit. We don't need that much.
Landing with Romeo.
Because we're high. Yeah, we are high.
6043 Mike, rent to Terra, thank you, enable ident.
Ident 43 Mike.
So get your power back to 1500.
Good job.
Scott, get your 6043 Mike, ident observed.
One more flaps? Yeah, we'll go one more.
2 miles, westbound.
I don't think I can.
A
Wait till we get slower.
2,900 descending into Boeing.
Flaps full. Okay. So I want to come to the right a little bit.
6043 Mike, thank you. Make the Kent arrival for the
Over all this shit on the water. Yeah.
East of
We'll go right over it.
Final.
Reduce your power.
We'll make Kent arrival.
We'll come back to the left.
34, report east of Valley Medical.
All right, we're gonna add, think of soft field, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna flare, and then we're gonna add power, okay?
A flare? No, not yet.
Not yet. We'll flare.
Flare.
Add a little bit of power.
That's a Tower Skyhawk 278,
That's 278 Charlie Alpha, rent to Tower, verify you are VFR.
Hello. Holy shit.
Number 278 Charlie Alpha, VFR, they request to remain on this squawk code.
Alright.
278 Charlie Alpha, no
down.
problem, just had to verify that. Continue inbound
Flaps
at the
down.
tip of Mercer Island, circle
And
east
water
of the
to the
runway
south.
for the right downwind runway 34, report starting your circle.
Alright, how about you take the flight? I got the flight.
Report circle, Charlie Alpha.
Oh my god, that was exciting.
Tower, Cardinal 51386, reporting water tower.
Cardinal 51386, Red and Tower, thank you. Report midfield, downwind, runway 34.
Reporting right downwind, midfield, Cardinal 386.
Cessna 95, Quebec, 2000. Circle for VFR.
Cessna 9537 Quebec, right and Tower, traffic 12 o'clock, 1 mile southbound over Lake Washington, 1,200 indicated. Continue inbound VFR conditions for the RNAV Yankee approach.
I'm sorry to tell you, I had him aside. 37 Quebec.
Did you call him on the water?
Not yet. You can go ahead and do that.
Cardinal 386, right downwind, 34.
Cardinal 51386, right and Tower, can you accept a short approach? I have traffic 4 mile final straight in Sky Catcher at 1,400.
We'll take the short approach.
386, thank you. Number 2, follow Skyhawk short final, runway 34 clear to land, wind 300 at 17.
8 Alpha Charlie on the water. 6 Alpha
Seaplane
Charlie.
186 Alpha Charlie, copy on the water, thank you.
Yeah, whatever.
Did we crack any of the tubes?
Dude,
Look at the tubes.
the tubes?
So by your head.
Oh. This was on, and it came off.
That's fine.
But that's, Nope.
Okay, so grab the checklist.
Stand by.
Scott, get your 6043 Mike, now number 2 to the runway, follow Cardinal wings up in the base turn, runway 34,
After landing, water
clear
oxygen,
to land.
pumps, check car peak, cold, taxi 800.
Number 2 for runway
One direction
34, we
identified,
have the
seatbelts,
traffic
handsets,
inside.
avionics off. So
Yeah, so
all
we'll
this
take off our live, do that.
So is that an unusual thing for the water to just spray up like that?
Niner Sierra Papa's going to call it a day. We got a flat there.
Cardinal 51386, go around right of runway, expect an early right close traffic, disable aircraft.
One
That's
way,
it.
right close traffic, Cardinal 386.
Cessna 639 Sierra Papa, copy all, and if you're able to